With Shipt, absolutely, depending on the area. So I did get a mask and I wore it one time. But the problem is I forgot which side I used to wear it. And you can't contaminate yourself now, y'all. Better off throwing it away. So I am here at a mother senior facility about to make a delivery. And I was gonna wear it, but it'd be bad if I contaminate myself from the last place I was at. So yeah. See, that one, you just set it up at the front desk. Easy. That's how, it should be at all of them. Sit the item at the front desk. Don't let us walk all through the building. I don't see why that's so, hard or, I don't know. But that was easy. So I just thought I was gonna have a better video than that, but that was easy. Hey y'all, I'm tired today, and even though I've been working since this morning, this is my first time turning on the camera because I was just gonna lay low. It's a cold, gray day. I don't want to be out here, but the money is good on a Friday. Fridays you can't miss. Even if you want to lay up in bed, you can't miss a Friday or the weekend. Basically, y'all get out on the weekend. That's when the money good. It's good. Depends on your area and your zone. It's good all week. But everybody know Friday through Monday is the money time. So doing DoorDash, heading to Starbucks. And like I said, I've been working all morning. It's 12:30 now. And I started around 8:15-ish, something like that. Almost got a full day in already for my first goal, for the minimum goal. I have different tiers of goals because I won't stop until I hit the first goal, the minimum, and then I try to push and see how far I can go with the other goals. But I just was thinking, I didn't do Shipt today, and I'm missing it. I missed it. When I looked for, so the way Shipt work, you go on and people place their orders, for various areas and stores, right? I have a certain 2 or 3 different areas that I will look in. I'm not gonna drive far. I used to drive far for these Shipt orders if it was worth enough, but now, nope. They got to be within a certain radius of where I'm at. So if there's nothing to pick up in that radius, then I just don't get to do Shipt that day. And I missed it today because Shipt pay good, and it's not really Shipt paying good. It's the way that the tips work. The tip system works great because I believe it's like a percentage of the order. And I could be wrong, but I could be mixing up Instacart and Shipt. However, I think Shipt, you could choose a percentage of the order, like 10%. Do you want to, just like going to the restaurant, do you want to tip 10%, 15%, 5%, or you could put in a percentage? But you might be spending 200 or something like, whatever they order is. That's why people do love to get the large orders. And I turned the wrong way. It's funny because muscle memory, I'll just turn into a parking lot that I'm used to turning into because they have a restaurant there or a business that I deliver to every day, and I just did that, and it throws me off what I was talking about. But that's the fun part, keeping my thought, staying focused while driving and being safe out here. That's number one, But I didn't forget what I was saying. I'm just getting back on track right now. So that's how Shipt work, and you either get the tip instantly or it may take a day because they have a day to give you the tip or whatever, how that works. I don't really do a lot of ordering because I just buy while I'm out. I do my grocery shopping while I'm grocery shopping for you. That's how I do it. And it works out. Shipt pays more. Depends on your area, where you're delivering to. There's a whole lot of strategy that go in Shipt, and I don't talk about it enough because I've been focusing on DoorDash tips. So this is my Shipt tips. You choose a nice area that you want to be delivering in. You know your area. You know your metro area. You know where the big city is at, where there may be good tips, there may be bad tips. You know where the more well-to-do areas are, where the tips might be higher. And the way Shipt work, you got a few seconds. It's a race. Everybody that gets the orders at the same time, or the opportunity to take an order at the same time, and the first one that hit that button gets it, right? But you don't just want to go clicking and grabbing. Some people do, but then you got to throw it back, and that counts against your numbers. And I'm all about ratings. You got to keep your ratings high. So what I do is I take the risk and play that game of chicken, and you got to look really quick on where it's heading, the delivery address, you know, where you're picking up at, how many items, how much it costs, and how many orders are attached to that, because they are slick. They will attach two of them together. One of them is paying good, the other one is like you're doing it for free basically, and they gotta match it with something, because nobody's gonna take an order where it's cheap and nobody's tipping. I'm be honest with you, we out here to make money, and we putting wear and tear on our cars, so we got to make sure we are getting what we need to get to make it worth it, right? We don't have free cars to burn out. You know, we got to get what we need to get. So that's one thing about Shipt. It's a race to the button, to accepting that order. And then you got a time frame. You go in there, you shop the order, you have this time frame to do it all. You have to communicate. You can't just go picking things that are similar without the permission to do that. Some people you'll know who you can do that for and who you can't. Some people want to be contacted if their item is not available. Some people say do not substitute. It's already automatic. You just go in and, you know, if they don't have an item, you just drop it and keep going. I love those. Those are the best. And then others, you got the opportunity to, because they'll pre-choose their substitutions, which is beautiful too. That's a good way. That's Shipt. I'm going to share, you know, more tips with Shipt. The way I do my videos, I don't just make them like a whole class in session kind of a thing. That would be boring. I like to sprinkle on some tips to you while having a conversation. I would let you know right now, like, I've already said my strategy. I do Shipt in the morning because that's usually when the orders are there. In the afternoon, it's not really many orders available. It gets really dry. So weekends could be a little different. And then it gets, so you got the mornings, and then you have like after work, the after work crowd. And that's great. That's even better money, but you still got the issue of it getting dark on you. And if you might have to drive further distances and things like that, plus you're in traffic. So like I say, I like to do the morning, and I do recommend Shipt. Shipt is a good app to work with, especially if you have kids, because you could take them with you and shop together. You know, it's a great app. Pays really nice. If you do, you could do 2 to 4 and make the same amount of money that you would make with DoorDash almost all day. And that's if like your day is like 5 or 6 hours, 4 to 5 hours. So 1 or 2 orders with Shipt could get you a good amount of money that it would take you a lot longer to get with DoorDash and Uber Eats. So, but you might get the downside is you might get a lot of cases of water and pop and all of this liquids that the people that get all of that get a lot. They don't just get 1 case or something. They stock up, and then they're using your back to get it up some apartment building stairs. It's smart on their part, but it's not smart to you to have to lug up 4 cases of water and some cases of pop and some milk, and they love, people love their liquids. They love their liquids. So I we'll leave it there, and I'm gonna go here and pick up the Starbucks before I sit in this parking lot too long. Take care. Okay, so I just picked up the Starbucks. I might have to put it in a seatbelt just to make sure it's safe. I have a 19-minute drive. This is one that is paying decent, but I really didn't pay attention to where I was heading. I probably would not have taken it, but I took it. It gives us time to chat, right? So just continuing talking about Shipt. I was doing Shipt full time. I say full time because I don't really do things part time, right? I would just have real estate full time, and then I would put full time hours in these apps. Full time for me isn't really 40 hours though, because with sales and with all of that stuff, you don't really need 40 hours of the week. And some of this stuff, it depends. Sometimes you'll work 80 hours. Some weeks you'll work less. It's just different. It's different, right? You make your own schedule, so it's different. You want to work 80 hours, it's there for you to work 80 hours. However, I do work, I don't know, with the both put together, I work a lot, 7 days a week. And so I did Shipt for a whole year, full time basically, because I did it in the morning, and I would do it after finishing my day with whatever else I was doing, right? So I was sandwiching 2 to 4 in the morning and 2 to 4 at night, I would say, but in the evening, man, I was killing it. I think I made, and to tell you the truth, that's what, maybe 4 hours a day. If I add all that up, that's like 4 hours a day now. And I made an extra 40,000 with Shipt by itself. I didn't do anything else. I sprinkled a little DoorDash in there, but I really wasn't doing DoorDash yet. I was doing Shipt and Uber, or I can't even remember without mixed in with that, but it was primarily Shipt, and now I'm doing primarily DoorDash. So just to let you know how that worked out, because you do get a workout with Shipt. There's that stress of, are you gonna get an order or not? Because you gotta race people to hit that button. But once you build up your reputation, people will favorite you and you will get the first dibs on the order. But it's never like when you decide you wanna work, it's when they want to get their order. And you might not be working at that moment, and your phone will ding and they'll be ordering the order. I got tired of taking those and jumping up and stopping what I'm doing to go do that. So that just was not feasible for me. When I'm ready to work, this is the time of the period that I'm working in. After that, I'm not looking at the stuff no more. I'm not gonna see something and take it when I stop working. So that's a big thing that was a problem for me. The other problem is there was too many people ordering 4 cases or more of water. Honestly, 2 cases should be like the limit. The app shouldn't even let you order more than 2 cases at one time. They don't consider that, right? And there's more women doing Shipt than there is men doing Shipt. There's a lot of women I see in the stores doing Shipt, and I see their carts. One cart would be full of cases of water and cases of pop, and the other cart had food. And I look at them like, wow, that seemed like a lot to deal with. I don't want to deal with that. But they got a strategy, because rewind, talking about how the tips work, the bigger the order, the bigger the tip. So some of them women were telling me that they were making $300 to $400 a day, and I absolutely believe it, because it's like this really short, thin woman dragging 4 cases of water and all these cases of pop. They feel bad, and then they'll tip them. I drag that up there. They're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, put it over here. Can you bring it upstairs too? So there's no feeling sorry for dudes doing this. They're happy, like, oh yeah, okay, I got a dude doing all of these cases of water. Yeah, they can handle it. It's just, Everybody should get a tip, right? Like if you tip the thin woman for being sorry to lift in cases, be sorry for me too, tip me too. But so it just didn't match out to where they were making double that I was making. That's a lot of money. You know, I was feeling kind of some kind of way about it. So I kind of like pulled back, and I look at those lists very carefully. If I see more than 2 cases of water, I might probably not take that. And then, or if it's like BJ's, Costco's, or Sam's Club, we already know 22 items could be 2 carts. How that goes. So I talked your ear off enough today, but if you don't have Shipt, if you are a 1099 warrior, an app warrior, and you don't have Shipt in your arsenal, add it. Click that link in the bio in my description. I was about to say my bio, but it's there too, I think. But my description, click that link, it'll take you to my links. So Shipt is there, DoorDash is there, you know, and some other links. Thank you. And yes, that does help the channel out. It's a referral, just a referral. I don't have any partnerships with any of these companies I talk about. I'm just trying to start a little wave in a movement that's already going. I want to help. I want to show people that this is what you can do. And I got to go because I got to see where I'm heading next. Thanks. Bye. And subscribe. Take care.